day, no bourbon hunt. Just going straight to work. They were begging for us yesterday to come in early. Basically told them no, that we would see what time I get there. But we're not going to bourbon hunt. We're just going to go to work. We got 2 different flights I got to go deal with. I think they're about the same time, so we'll probably only have to deal with one of them. They were hurting for people for sure. So I'm trying to get up and out of here so I can get over there. Go help these guys out. We deal with some interesting people when we have to screen flights, because normally we're just screening employees. These are passengers. So it makes it a little bit more fun. Figured I would just do the drive there, see how you guys like that. I know it's nothing special, but I do appreciate anybody who's able to tune in. Watch time should be coming through. We're just waiting, I think, for 1 or 2 streams to get recognized by YouTube for the hours. They have like a 5-day authentication. While in Fortenberry, oh, so sleepy. Live from the patio. Good morning, buddy. Can't wait for you guys to try those samples. I'm hoping you guys like them. Turn on the brightness so I can see better. Watch better. We're just driving to work today. We're doing overtime. They called. I told them I'd get there when I get there today. Basically told them I'm not sure if I was going to even get there early or not, but I should get there ready to go, ready to work by like 9 a.m. So we'll just do 3 hours in front of the shift. I don't know if I hate myself, but I might do 2.5 hours in the back end as well. If I do, I might take leave tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I'm trying to help the team though. It seems like they're always short-staffed. And it was a good night last night too, though. Even though I was still at work, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom going live. Pretty good live stream. I don't know if you guys were able to tune into that. A lot of giveaways. Playing golf at 9 a.m. So it's not even tea time yet then. Where are you guys playing golf at? You guys got like a country club you like to go to, or you got a special course you're going to today, or just a regular course in the neighborhood? Not much of a golfer. PGA, patio golf, alcohol. Hey, I love that. One of the guys that I trained at work, he's a big golfer. That he works in the afternoons like I do, but he goes as soon as the sun comes up. He's normally the first or second one to tee off. He does that with his wife almost every single day. Pretty impressive, the dedication for some of these guys and how expensive the sport / hobby it is to be a golfer. Didn't realize how expensive it was till you realize it's not just the club cost, it's also being able to pay to play. Some of these courses are very expensive to maintain those greens. I suck, so if I'm going to play golf, it's going to have to be probably me and the Life from the Patio crew play a 4-man scramble just so I can even have a chance to do anything spectacular. Maybe I'll have 2 or 3 good shots out of the entire 18 holes. What's up, Keith P? I know you were in that Matt from Whiskey Wisdom chat last night, towards the end at least. A lot of giveaways during that one. Samples, bottle, more samples. Great. I would love to do a bourbon hunt this morning, but work's asking for me yesterday. I basically told them to get there when we get there. Wasn't sure if I was coming in early, but my wife, she's getting ready to leave the house with my son. They're going to go play and go to a kid's birthday party, so since they're going to go ahead and leave, I might as well go ahead and just get my butt to work and make some money. Yeah, they pay us quite a bit of money for overtime, so I figured we'll get in there and make some money. I think I should be in there ready to clock in by 9 a.m. easily, so that'll be 3 hours before my shift. I'll probably do 2.5 on the back end of my shift. We'll see. 5.5 hours of overtime plus my 8 hours. I think they raised it. It used to be you could only work 13.5 hours. Now you can work 16 hours. So we'll see. got in late, was out and about with the wife. Yeah, family comes first. Not used to the sun being at this angle in the morning. I'm barely waking up. Normally I wake up at 8:30. I'm still asleep for 21 more minutes normally. I would have been sleeping too, but the wife kind of woke me up. Not a big deal though. Go make some money. What has 5 toes and isn't your flute? You let me know, Michael. Good morning, Jeff. Yeah, no hunt this morning. Good morning, Victor. They were asking for me to come in for overtime yesterday. I basically told them I'll get there when I get there. I probably won't come in early, but since my wife, my foot, since my wife is going to an event and then a birthday party with my son, they're getting ready to leave the house. I figured I'd go ahead and leave too and just get my butt to work because they're wanting me to work overtime. I think they need me there by like 10 a.m. But we'll be there at 9, so we'll get 3 hours before the shift, probably 2.5 on the back end. So we'll work a 13.5-hour day. I think they renegotiated that. I think people work 16-hour days again, but I think it takes special permission. So just do our 13.5 today, 5.5 hours of overtime, which will probably be about, I don't know, what is that, probably $40 after taxes, if I had to guess, out the door. So probably around $225 after taxes. If I can suffer through today. I don't know if I'll stay late. Coming in early, I might just go home on time. We'll see. I got one Monster Energy drink and I got my water, so, and we're not making a stop, we're just going straight in, so might have to get some more stuff while we're at the airport. What up, Mark Duffy? We're on our way to work, get overtime, make some money. They got 2 flights that popped up at the same time, plus they're running the dogs. They don't have enough people for that, so we're gonna help them out. They don't ask very often anyways, but I still bust their balls because we don't get help on the back end half the time. They want help on the front end of the ship, so hey, it is what it is. I saw you did a live stream, Jeff, the other day, but I wasn't able to tune in for looks like an opening. How'd that go? Man, normally there's more. Well, it is a weekend. I was like, where's all the traffic? But it's a weekend. That makes more sense. That checks out. For some reason, I thought I was going to be in traffic with rush hour traffic on a weekend. I don't know why I thought that was going to happen. How am I going to look that good at 8:12 Central Standard Time? I don't look good at all, man. I just rolled out of bed, showered, threw some clothes on, and we're on the way to work. Got the rest of my work gear in the bag, or at least I hope I do. Otherwise, we're going to have a rough day without everything. Roar. You guys are animals. Did you find new employment yet, AJ? I know you were looking for a new job too. A sales gig wasn't cut out for you, or at least you're making it sound like it wasn't all it cracked it to be and you didn't really care for it or like it. Plus the issue with the accommodations. Maybe I mean to crack into that caffeine earlier this morning than I thought. I think we'll get there early enough I can start drinking as soon as I get there. That way I'm not wasting my caffeine trying to drink and drive. You know what they say, don't drink and drive, drink and then drive. We bought a bottle yesterday. We bought an 8 overhaul. Said we were going to try it last night. Didn't try it at all last night either. I will say, working all this overtime, I haven't been drinking alcohol at all. Haven't had time. I'm not going to drink in the morning because I'm going to go to work, and I'm not going to drink at night if I'm going straight to bed. Too tired to really enjoy any pours anyways. I guess I need to work more. Yeah, if you don't want to drink as much, you work overtime on the back end in the middle of the night, basically, because I work from 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. By the time I get home, it's 11:45 p.m. So, in the event that I do decide that I want to drink, it's already past midnight, so it's basically in the morning. We're not going to drink in the morning. That's how it works, right? Definitely help with the alcohol consumption, but have to eat a lot more food throughout the day just to have any kind of energy and function. Flip it around so you guys can see it's pretty calm, easy, peaceful drive into work today. On the weekend, it seems like when I normally go to work, there's a lot more traffic, but on weekdays, this would be rush hour. We wouldn't be moving. We wouldn't be committing traffic infractions. Like 10 minutes out, and then we gotta find a parking spot. That's the biggest problem with going to work too, is finding parking. I guess it doesn't help when I work from home. Mostly it may or may not have a pour too. You guys have virtual happy hour? Or do you make it a virtual happy hour? I always thought that was goofy that they try to do those social gatherings through online video calls that are work-based, sort of. I don't know when the last time we even tried to do anything with the work crew. I get a couple guys I'll hang out with on occasion, but we're not normally going out after work. Most of us get off at 8:30, so we definitely could, but most of us also want the overtime. We stay for 2.5 hours and do maybe 30 minutes to an hour's worth of work, and it's not even really work. You have virtual happy hours on Fridays with the group of like-minded degenerates. I guess that helps as long as everyone's like-minded, where you're not having to be like super professional and worry about stepping on anyone's toes or offending anybody. I don't think I could do those virtual happy hours though. It is nice though when you got some guys that do have some kind of social camaraderie. Yeah, easy traffic on the way in today. Got a bunch of Uber and Lyft drivers and taxi drivers that are all over here already. I guess that's a good question too. When's the last time you guys have ever taken a taxi cab? I feel like anybody who needs a ride now, most people are using the Uber and Lyft services before they use a taxi service. Can't do shit with people like that, yeah, when you're worried about offending everybody. Yeah, that's why I just withdraw and I don't partake. I had several events and gatherings I was invited to for a couple of my work groups I was working with, and I just would decline or fail to show up. I didn't like him at work. Why would I like him outside of work? No, I get along with most people that I work with. There's only a few, but unfortunately it's the few that ruin it for the many. going to the airport too. Wax. Yeah, unfortunately, man, it literally only takes one. I feel like every work group I've ever had, there's always been one that ruins everything for everyone else. Matter of fact, this time we got a couple that ruined it for everybody else. So, and they wonder why certain people don't want to work with certain people. I won't name names just because some of them do follow the channel, but it's just frustrating. It's like, be adults, do what needs to be done, and go home at the end of the day. If you don't want to cut up and joke, then you don't have to, but you don't have to stop other people from having a good time just because you want to be a stick in the mud. What's going on? We had Father Fortenberry in here earlier. I think he might still be here. And I got another live from the patio in the chat. Going golfing at 9 a.m. Must be nice. You going with them? I already said if I lived near the live from the patio crew, I'd be in some deep shit. I'd drink too much, I'd eat too much, cuss more than I already do. Probably wake up the next morning not remembering what all happened the day before. Yes, sir. He's still here. I'm excited for you guys to do your next live stream. I want to see more live streams, especially since you guys are starting to get the setup put together. I know you guys were talking about trying to get everything set up the way you guys like. Damn right you would. Yeah, no, I'd be in so much shit. My wife would be calling, "Where are you?" I'm still with the crew. Oh my goodness. We're almost to work. I really wish I could get numbers on how many employees actually work here. Oh shit, we're going way too fast, and there's a cop there. He might get us. We're going probably 70 and a 55. Let's see if he rolls out on us. He's definitely running the speed trap. He didn't pull out on us. 70 and 55 ain't good though. We could have got hit on that one. What up, T? No, I'm not hunting today. Today we're going to work. I was able to catch part of the live stream last night, but wasn't able to stay for too long because we were at work. Cobb Omega, giant DHS guy, and his giant daughter. They both were cool and trained well. One day, the guy flipped like a light switch. He was so bipolar that day. Oh my goodness. Bad RJ. Thanks for stopping by the channel yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. I try to tune in when I can. I miss a lot, and I don't know why I miss a lot. You have everything scheduled out for over a month, so the only person's fault that is mine for just not reading the schedule and paying attention. He never came back, go figure. Yeah, some guys are like that, man. I don't know what it is. It might not even be bipolar overall. It could be some other social anxieties and issues that go on. Some people have PTSD even if they never served in the military too, just some of the stuff that people go through and see. I definitely had some use of force encounters that I had to go through when I was in private contracts, and there's definitely things that trigger me and set me off too, and I try to avoid those situations altogether, but at the end of the day, some things have to be done. Work has to be a priority. I can't let my emotions or how I think and feel about a situation override what I have to do as far as my duty. I know for some of you guys, your work's not that serious, but at the end of the day, it is that serious because it pays the bills. I trained with some pretty badass people early on in life. I haven't reconnected since then, but several of them have become semi and professional fighters. Maybe one day we'll try to reconnect with some of those guys. I'd probably love to hear how I'm doing and where I'm at now. Big upcomings from where I was. So as much as I would like to do better, always room for improvement. I always say there's room for improvement. Even if you think you're at the top, there's always room to do better, move up higher. It is nice to see that I can look back and see where I was and where I am now. So I'm pretty happy with where I am now. So I'm already waiting for that spot, so we missed that spot. Unfortunate. Let's see if we can find another one now. Enjoy the golf tournament, brother. And that whole leave your emotions at the door thing, T, that's one thing I was trying to talk to people about at work, because they always wonder, why do I get to work so early, but I don't like clock in and do overtime right away? Because sometimes I'll get to work an hour before I'm supposed to clock in, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why do you get here so early? And I'm like, well, man, it takes time for me to turn off that home life switch and flip on that work mode switch, because I ain't trying to bring no baggage from home or work back and forth between the two, because no one deserves to go through all that crap. And for me, I like to just have my time to sit and relax before I have to do what I have to do, because I get pretty aggressive with people at work. Sometimes I have no choice. So it really pisses me off when some of these guys are so judgmental, and it's like, you guys come into work every day in a pissed off mood, pissed off attitude, and you treat people like absolute shit with no repercussions. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do it. I see a girl walking to her car. Let's go follow her, not in a creepy way. We're going to try to steal a parking space. She's a flight crew member, so hopefully she didn't park too far away. She's got a big butt, though. See where she parked. Come on. I hope she didn't park too far, otherwise we're going to have to go find another parking spot. She's trying to get out of the street. I'm like, no, I want your parking spot. Where'd you park? And she didn't park close. She didn't park close. We're going to go find another parking spot. And why couldn't you have parked in the front row? No, we normally do park in the back. Park in the back 9 and then we walk. Which I don't have a problem with doing. I was just trying to find a spot up close, because get on the bus, get into work quicker, but yeah, don't matter. Get there when we get there. We're early anyways. Park at the last stop, and then we walk to the first stop, or when we get off at the end of the night, we'll get off at the first stop and walk to the last stop, just to get a little bit of extra steps in. I work for Department of Homeland Security. Underneath the TSA administration. I'm a behavioral detection officer. I focus mainly on insider threats and dealing with employees more than the rest of the work group. But on occasion, like today, we have flights that we work that we have to do additional screening on passengers. And some of these passengers get a lot more screening than others. He's a cobber, that's hilarious. I just missed that. I'm about to go tend the garlic garden in a bit. Nice. Stress on the mind, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing. It's the mind more than anything. My job is not that physically demanding. There are times where we do have to be physical, but it's never anything crazy. I mean, everybody has rules and regulations they have to follow. I'm no different. We don't have anything too crazy go on. When we do, there's other entities that get involved. Like the other night, that lady got arrested by the police. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even have to touch her. She was throwing a fish. She was stuff at one of the state agents, and she got arrested. We weren't even there for her. We were there for something completely different. But act a fool, get treated like a fool, and that's what happened to her. So, well, we're walking to the bus stop because they make us park out in the back 9, and then they got to bus us into to work. So, probably, if I had to guess, there's probably like 40,000 employees that work here. Not all at one time, but it takes a lot to make the operation happy, make it work. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Just wanted to have a little bit of a cool down on the way into work, and talking to you guys is pretty cool. So thank you, and I'll see you guys for the next one.